Okay, hi guys, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Okay, so this reading is going to be general, but I kind of set the intention to kind of lighten it up, the energy, I guess. Okay, so I asked Spirit to let us know of any changes, like positive changes that may be coming in, little or small. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, so only take what resonates. Okay, if it doesn't apply, just let it ride. Trigger warning in advance. I'm a light being who works in the shadow realm, so a lot of low vibration energy comes up in my readings. So just protect yourself as necessary. Okay. Okay, so I'll start with the Gilded Tarot deck. Just see what comes out. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe and staying healthy. Spirit messages. Please, thank you. Okay, so we get the Hierophant in reverse. Interesting. So Taurus energy, that may resonate. You may have that somewhere in your chart, or if not, then you may resonate with that house, or you may be focused on that house, or your spirit team is guiding you. And by that house, I mean the astrological house. I forget which one particularly, but whichever one focuses like on either earth, groundedness, materialism, 3D, or religion, and like tradition and rules and regulations. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. Justice upright, Libra energy. Some of you guys may work in the justice system, or you or if you don't necessarily work in the justice system itself in the 3D, you could work for the justice system, I guess, spiritually, like a spiritual court or something like that. You may be a channel or a voice, like a bridge between the 3D and the spiritual realm. Or you could just, like, in general, in I guess the 3D, work for justice. Again, not like an occupation, but you fight for it in some sort of capacity. It's in your energy, or that could apply to another energy. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Interesting. There's so many majors. Fixed energy, that may resonate. As the overall energy. Okay, so yeah, so I wanted this to be positive, okay? And I'm not laughing at anybody's situation. I'm just laughing at the fact that Spirit does what Spirit wants to do, okay? But yeah, so some of you guys may feel like, you know, you're at the bottom of the wheel. You may be experiencing mishaps, misfortune. You may feel like, you know, time or the universe is working against you right now. Some of you guys may feel like, you know, you're going through negative karma, or you have to pay back some heavy karmic debt. You may feel like this is current energy, or you may foresee this. For some energies. Some energies also may, I'm being drawn to the world, maybe experiencing travel delays. You or another energy may feel like you can't travel, or you can't move on. There may be some actual, this could be 3D related, physical blockages, restrictions to that energy is unable to move freely. Or again, it could be energetic, or next to justice, it could represent spiritual jail as well. With the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Wheel of Fortune, I'm just being drawn to it. It could be based off of bad investments, again, past investments. It could even stem as far back as to something done in the past of this life. Maybe you know, however resonates. It could have been yesterday, it could have been years ago, it could have been from childhood, or I could even read the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm getting heavy karmic debt past life as well. So some of you guys just maybe being called to pay off some karmic debt from situations that occurred in your past life that obviously a lot of times we don't remember, unless, you know, sometimes we can take steps to remember it. You can do like hypnosis or past life regressions, speak to a spiritualist, or do readings and stuff like that, however it resonates, in order to get specifics, or it could just be something that the soul remembers or the soul knows, obviously the universe and the Most High. And so the scales have to be balanced out with justice. And so if that's the case, I feel Spirit is saying, with the wheel, it's never personal. I feel everyone has to pay back the same debt, and by the same debt, I don't mean in the same exact way. I mean just like everyone is held accountable in the same way. No one is perfect, I guess, or no one is better than the other. No one is exempt. So I just say that to as an encouragement. No matter who it is, it's just a process that has to be worked through. Sorry, I staged a lot before I did this, and it's kind of choked me up. But So some of you guys may feel justice in the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This like two majors back to back. So I would say if there is some heavy karmic justice that's playing out, again, if it's not being fought against, and by fought against I mean not fighting against the Most High, not trying to manipulate situations into our favor, not trying to throw out energy and projections and stuff like that in order to avoid consequences. If it's not being fought against, then it'll be, again, the wheel will turn and it'll be wiped clean, I feel. Yeah. And see, I'm also being drawn to the blindfold. Justice is fair. Okay, so I would say if that's the case, if it resonates, the divine and spirit is calling energies to be fair, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the ruling is, no matter what was done or said. Just from here on out, if an energy wants to not stay at the bottom of the wheel longer than necessary, and genuinely wants to balance out the scales for all equally, blindly, meaning no one is being favored, then an energy would need to act accordingly. And again, I could be speaking to an energy who works in the justice system. I could be speaking to an energy who is being asked to stand up for justice, to speak for justice, to balance out the scales in any way. Or I could be speaking to an energy who works, again, with the divine, with other worldly beings, and works in, supernaturally, however it resonates. Hierophant in reverse in the justice. Oh my gosh, yeah. Sorry. I mean, this is like a heavy, whatever is occurring, either occurred in the past life with Hierophant, Justice, and Wheel of Fortune, or it's like a major shifting point or chapter, not only for a particular energy, but for multiple energies. The Hierophant usually leads other energies. They have followers. I could even, is often read as like a religious leader as well. But with it in reverse, there's like either heavy corruption, I feel, which is being balanced out, and also why there may be negative consequences, negative karma for multiple energies, because the title that they wore or the power that they had was either abused, or it was they deliberately misguided an energy or multiple energies. And so the divine is saying there needs to be justice and balance for that. And if it's not an actual religious leader or an energy that had a title, again, it doesn't have to be religious. I could be speaking to, it could be a spiritualist that energies go to. It could be someone who's atheist or agnostic, but is known for their knowledge. However it resonates. It's just like they were given a certain level of power or a certain level of authority by the divine or by a higher power, but it wasn't used the correct way, or it was misused in some way, or it wasn't used at all, however it resonates. And I feel there are consequences to that, and this is why it's being balanced out. So again, if that resonates, I feel Spirit is saying, listen to divine judgment. Even though judgment isn't out here, I feel judgment is often a part of justice. So whatever it is, however, the divine is calling energies to set the situation correctly. If one doesn't want to remain in unsavory circumstances, I feel, then that would be the way to go. Also, with the Page of Wands in reverse, ideas are being blocked, new starts are being blocked. There's no passion, there's no spark for life, there's no spark for creativity, there's no spark for I'm with the Cardinals, I'm getting communication, but I don't know why I'm getting sweet communication, almost like hummingbirds as well. I'm getting and then with all this red and the orange and the gold, the lower chakras are being affected, so stability will be affected, and creativity, and also confidence, the confidence to go out and explore, the confidence to go out and just be yourself, the confidence to go out and speak for the masses, I feel all of that is being affected as well, next to Justice and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, let's clarify. This is this is like the opposite of what I wanted to read on. Okay, but it's okay. Let's see. Spirit, what's this Hierophant in reverse, please and thank you. Hierophant in reverse, please and thank you. Clarifying with the Fairy Oracle, or not Fairy Oracle. Okay, Fairy deck. Some of you guys may have consulted an Oracle as well, just because that came up. What is the Hierophant in reverse, please? Thank you. I'm also being drawn to this hat, this Hierophant energy. Again, it doesn't have to be a specific leader. You have to take what resonates, because it's different for everyone in their situations. I'm being drawn to this hat. So this energy may wear multiple hats, you know, aside from being some sort of leader or guru or something like that. They may also, I don't know, do something, again, with the justice system or something like that. Or they could just do something creatively on the side or something like that. Okay, let's see. The World. Upright this time. Wow. Heavy fixed energy. Okay. So with the fixed energy, fixed signs are often known to be on the more shadow, darker end. I would say a little bit more stubborn, I guess. So if that's the case, with the Justice, I feel Spirit is saying help balance that out. And however it looks, however it resonates, maybe try not to be stubborn against, again, don't go against the grain. Obviously, it's very uncomfortable, and I'm speaking from experience because I've been at the bottom of the wheel before. Okay. I've had to pay back a lot of karmic debt, not just my own, but generational as well, and also past life stuff. So it's definitely dense and very heavy energy, but try not to fight against it. Try to go with the flow of it, even no matter how uncomfortable it may be. I feel and the divine in your spirit team is always there. It's never going to be too harsh or too difficult, and I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because most likely it's something that's to be learned, especially with the world here. So there's a lesson that needed to be learned, or a lesson that needs to be currently learned, I feel, and one that will help balance out the scales, bring about justice for either you or another energy, but also other energies. I feel with all these majors, again, it's not a particular situation. It's not even particular 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, a family, a community. It's affecting, I don't know, just the masses or humanity in general. Yeah. So with the Hierophant in reverse, clarified by the World. Okay, my throat already. Okay, it could be a Hierophant energy, a leader, or some sort that is needing to close out a cycle and learn a lesson. It could be you know, this energy has been asked to learn a particular lesson multiple times. With Justice, they could have been asked to close out cycles and bring about justice for a particular energy or multiple energies. But their refusal to, or their lack of, or their abuse of power, or the corruption, or the misguiding, whatever it is, has caused them to be at the bottom of the wheel. This energy may be aware of this and wants to close out the cycle of being in misfortune, but they may feel like they don't have any ideas or creativity or energy or spark or passion, or I'm also getting youthfulness. This energy may also have a child. Only take what resonates. Page of Wands in reverse. They may have a I'm getting feminine energy. Okay, a girl or something like that. That they may feel like is experiencing misfortune as well. They may feel like this is their karma. This is their justice, or this is justice. They may want to close out a cycle in relation to that. This energy may want to communicate. I'm being drawn to, I'm not sure what this is, but I get like a mixture between like a hawk or a griffin or a sphinx or something like that. So this energy may feel like, you know, they want to communicate, but 2, they're being confronted, I guess, with a riddle or some sort of information that they don't need or that they want to communicate, but they with the Page of Wands in reverse, they feel blocked for some reason. They may feel like the universe is asking them to solve something that they don't feel they are capable of doing. Or they may feel like they may be asked to, if we're speaking justice legally. They may be asked to solve something, or ask the question, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you say this? Take it resonates, okay? I'm picking up multiple themes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Four Swords in reverse. Okay. So this energy may feel unhealed. They may feel like okay, it could be the Hierophant itself that feels unhealed, unable to meditate. They're not at peace of mind. They feel maybe restless, unable to sleep as well. This energy may be dealing with insomnia or something like that. And then if I read it, Four Swords in reverse next to the World, some of you guys, this is specific. You may be traveling, catching a red eye or something like that, and running off of a lack of sleep as well. This may be due to some type of legal work or justice work, maybe working in the justice realm or justice realm. You may work in the justice system or something like that. And oftentimes you or another energy, they run out of, they're always in a rush or a big caseload, or they never have enough time to sleep or something like that. Okay. But then I can also read the Hierophant in reverse, Four Swords in reverse. They may, this energy is supposed to, or they do, or they did lead and guide a lot of unhealed energies. It may be energies that actually traveled across the world to work with them, to listen to them, to hear them or be guided by them. If that's the case, next to the World and Four Swords in reverse, I feel that is closing out. I'm not sure why. That maybe energies, with the Page of Wands in reverse, Four Swords in reverse, they're starting to recognize that they're not receiving correct guidance. They're not receiving, inspiration. They're not being healed, and it's not closing out any cycles. The World is upright, but this may be their desire, or the Hierophant energy that they're going to. They may feel like they don't have the correct information. Or it could have nothing to do with that, and they themselves want to balance out a situation. They may want to bring about justice for a particular energy or other energies, because the unhealed energies, or the followers or the flock, or energies that are wanting to close out a cycle or learn, or energies that are actually learning the lesson. Next to the Four Swords in reverse, even though they're unhealed, they're starting to see, they're starting to learn. Okay. They may also be experiencing negative karma as well, and they want to balance out the scales. Again, take what resonates, okay? I'm getting different scenarios. Energies also may feel if they followed a particular Hierophant energy, or if they are part of some sort of group or something like that, anything that's organized. Okay, it could be a church, it could be a cult, it could be a coven, it could be a secret society. Take what resonates. But they may feel, one, they may be sick with the Four Swords in reverse. Again, that could be a physical illness or some sort of spiritual illness, or even mental illness, emotional, however they want to close out a cycle with. They may feel like again, they've been blocked from any vitality, youthfulness. I'm trying to think of I'm just thinking of like a summer day, a kid doing cartwheels, okay, in a park, just at the start of life, bursting with joy and energy. That's how I read Page of Wands energy. So there's a lack of that, and then also they may feel like it's part of justice and karma to be blocked off from that because of who they followed, and so they may be wanting to close out a cycle and start again as well. Okay, let's see. The Moon, back, Cancer energy, that may resonate. Okay. So if there is sickness in any kind, I feel it's being hidden. Most likely, however it resonates, or for whatever reason, energies may not want that to be known. Whatever sickness that they have. the moon and the world, they may also be keeping it hidden from either the Hierophant energy or other energies that they are trying to close out a cycle quietly. And they may also be keeping it hidden that they want to bring justice or enact justice or be justice, however it resonates. They also may be keeping it hidden of any hardships that they may be going through as well. They're basically they're basically keeping everything hidden, okay? And again, I'm not laughing at anyone. I'm just, it's the energy, it's how I transmute, okay? So I could also read it as Spirit is saying if energies want to close out a cycle, there's a need to, I'm not sure. Maybe things were done in the dark underneath the Hierophant's guidance or tutelage, and that may have caused a sickness. I think in a previous reading I said working with dark energy, and again, it doesn't have to be specifically magic. It could just be ill intentions, in whatever form that comes against. There's often a physical indicator of the vessel, so that may be the case as well. Also with the moon, maybe if we are speaking spiritually, things could have been done or casted upon the moon as well. Energies may be called to speak about it with this dagger pointing up, only if it resonates, in order to close out a cycle and bring about balance, and maybe keep the wheel turning. You never want to stagnate the wheel, especially if it's in reverse. Unless an energy just enjoys misfortune, okay? But I can't imagine that exists. It could be the Hierophant energy that is hiding some sort of truth as well. And with next to the world, maybe they don't want it to be broadcasted. With the Page of Wands in reverse as well. They want to keep the news hidden and secret. Because maybe they know that it will bring about some sort of justice and balance out the scales. But if that's the case, it's keeping them in the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, let's clarify the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. With the Moon and the Hierophant as well, I could also read it as like a secret leader. Someone who leads people in secret, or people go to in secret. Again, it can resonate in so many ways. Spirit, what's this Page of Wands? Eight of Swords. Upright. Okay. So energies, it could be the Hierophant energy, or it could be multiple energies. They may feel, blocked off from any sort of new spark, ideas, creativity, passion. They may feel some instability, maybe insecurity, and then also like writer's block, creativity block, or something like that. And also they may feel like they can't they can't communicate in some way, whatever it is that they want to speak about, or whatever it is that they want to sing about. I don't know why I'm getting singing so much. I'm just getting cardinals and hummingbirds, okay? Especially with all this orange and gold, okay? But yeah, they may feel this way because they're stuck in their head. Maybe they don't know how to go about it. Maybe they fear some sort of consequences with that moon that we saw, either from a Hierophant energy or from other energies. They may feel like it'll cause them Eight of Swords next to the Four Swords in reverse. This is actually like really intense. I would say it keeps energies up at night. Maybe some sort of paranoia or something. Usually I read paranoia as like Nine of Swords in reverse. But with these two together, I would say it's like akin to it, or is close to it. Energies may be stuck in their head about how to go about bringing some sort of injustice. Or I meant to say bringing forth justice, but injustice came out. So they may be aware of some sort of injustice that they want to close the cycle out on, but they may feel or fear that it may incriminate them in some way. 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 plus 4 is 12, right? 10, 11, 12. Yeah, which breaks down to a 3. 3 of Swords. So whatever it is that is occurring, or whatever it is that, I'm not sure if it's a truth, if it's a situation, if it's a deed or an action that was taken. Again, it could be a particular energy, or I could be speaking about multiple energies that followed a particular energy, however it resonates. But it may cause pain. It may cause pain to the individual that a justice or injustice applied to, or it may cause pain to our Hierophant energy, or it may cause pain to the energy that wants to speak. They may also be stuck in their head about speaking because they feel like it will bring forth negative karma or more negative karma. But if that resonates, Spirit is saying, do not worry about the consequences, because sometimes jump-starting consequences frees us, and it also balances out the scale. Like sometimes you have to go through the storm or go through a negative situation in order to bring about positivity, if that makes sense. I'm not saying it correctly, but hopefully you guys get my drift. And I say that with the justice in the world. If going back early in the reading, I said try not to delay or fight against the wheel of fortune. If you or another energy know that you're being called to speak, or called to do the right thing, or called to right wrongs, or called to create, or called to whatever, it will keep the wheel turning. Okay, so you're never stuck and stagnant. It'll balance out the scales, not only for you, but for other energies, meaning that you're not creating negative karma even more on yourself or another energy. You're closing out cycles and learning lessons, okay? You're able to speak your truth. And then also, once that's done, I feel the energy can shift and move again. And then creativity comes back. Stability comes back. Good news comes back. Healing comes back. Health and wealth comes back. And then energies won't be, stuck in their head. I feel with the Eight of Swords in the world, it's a constant reminder of something, unfortunate, that I feel an energy or multiple energies are replaying. Okay, let's see. Ace of Wands, upright this time. Okay. So yeah, I feel, again, if it resonates, I feel Spirit is saying a spark, a new beginning will be had, energy, passion, and that could be passion in anything. Obviously, it could be, passion can be seen as sexual, but I'm not really getting that. I'm getting a passion for life, a passion for, like goodness, or, I don't know why I'm getting equality as well, okay? Just the scales can give me a lot. I'm also being drawn to these archways and these doorways. A passion for a new beginning. So new opportunities will open as well. New choices, new pathways will be revealed. I feel the blindfold may be taken off or something like that. As the wheel turns and as karmic debt is paid. But again, whatever it is that the divine is asking energies to do to set the situation correct, that would need to be done first. But Spirit is saying it doesn't just stay in the Wheel of Fortune. That's not the end. That's not the end of a story. It's only the end if energies allow it to be the end. Hopefully that makes sense. And so yeah, one would need to maybe heal, get out of their head, and maybe stop overthinking and do whatever it is that's right. Again, however that looks for multiple energies. So that way the new beginning can start. And that could be for multiple energies, or it could be for a Hierophant energy. Also, being drawn to the World and the Ace of Wands. These are upright. Both are green. So closing out a cycle will also heal an energy's heart or multiple hearts. And it will, this new beginning will also revitalize the heart as well. It could be a Hierophant energy that is stuck in their head or overthinking or something like that, because they want a new beginning, but they don't want to share. I'm reading I'm reading the Page of Wands as good news. So if they have good news, or if they're holding on to it, or if they don't want to share it, or even bad news. If you know, they know that they need to speak about some bad news, however it resonates, they may be holding on to it, or going back and forth in their head about it, because they want a new beginning for themselves in some way. And I feel if that resonates, that's not really a Hierophant okay thing to do, because I feel the Hierophant often, they're supposed to be for the people, not for themselves. And so this may be causing more negative karma. But again, they just may be looking out for themselves in some way, maybe trying to keep the scales as balanced as possible for themselves. They may be acting from a place of unhealedness with the Four Swords in reverse. And trying to maybe close out some sort of cycle in their own way. And if it's not the Hierophant, it could be other energies. Again, take what resonates. The Empress upright. Okay. Taurus, Libra energy. Those signs are very prominent for some reason in my energy. Okay. Also 3. So 333. Some of you guys may be seeing that a lot. Again, your spirit team is here, or for you, or for multiple energies, trying to guide them through this destined situation. This situation may pertain to an Empress, or it may involve an Empress. Empress would be Queen of all queens. Very creative and fertile. They attract and would be considered the divine feminine yin energy. Okay, so it could be a Hierophant energy that is either withholding good news in relation to an Empress energy, or they know of or aware of some bad news, I guess, in relation to an Empress energy. It's whatever it is, it will bring about some sort of justice, or it will balance the scales in some way. I'm not sure. I can't tell whether or not the Hierophant energy, wants to create an injustice for an Empress, or they want to help bring about justice for an Empress. But so far, I could just say maybe the Hierophant has been trying to balance themselves out, or protect themselves, or look out for themselves. Because of whatever circumstances that they may be going through. I could read it as both. If I'm reading it as the Hierophant wanting to bring about justice for an Empress, because they know that maybe they've been going through difficult situations and times. Maybe news or information was manipulated in order to put the Empress at the bottom of the wheel, and so they want to bring about some sort of justice in some way, but they're stuck in their heads about it. Next Ace of Wands, they do want a new beginning. It could be with alone, or it could be with an Empress energy. But again, they are going back and forth in their head. They could also be dealing with some sort of hidden sickness that they are also stuck in their head about. And it could also be that the cycle or contract, if there was one, I would say so, with Justice, Empress, and the Hierophant, there was some sort of contract, but it's been closed. So that could also be a factor as to why an energy is not speaking and is stuck in their head. But if it's not what I just said, it could be the Hierophant energy, because they are in reverse. They could have contributed to, which is why the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. They could have contributed to some sort of manipulation, or maybe something that was imbalanced. Maybe they withheld some information or something like that to keep the Empress at the bottom of the wheel, and they know the Empress is going to have justice, or is bringing about justice, or is justice themselves, however it resonates, and this keeps them in their head. They know the Empress is going to have a new beginning despite not receiving any good news, and this makes them sick. Okay. Sorry, again, I'm not laughing at anyone. And when I say makes them sick, it could be physically, but also like how energies can say, you're making me sick, as in like getting on, it makes them uncomfortable. Okay. And also, again, a cycle or contract has ended. So take what resonates. Okay. Let's clarify the Justice. Justice, please. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. Oh, lots of threes. 333. So I could be speaking, definitely with the Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant, I could be speaking to, again, only take a residence, okay? And this is like, I'm not singling out any faction. It's just, it's here though, clearly, okay? So it could be speaking to religious people, churchgoers, but not necessarily. I could also, again, read the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles as like some sort of a cult or covenant or something like that. But Justice in the Three of Pentacles, I could read it as multiple energies are coming together actually to bring about justice against Hierophant and reverse energy. Or it could be the Hierophant energy that worked with multiple energies to block good news, which would have brought justice, and which is why they're at the bottom of the wheel. Justice, Three of Pentacles, I think I just said this. It could be energies that are collaborating within the justice system to bring about, next to the Ace of Wands, a new beginning for an energy or multiple energies. However it resonates, however big the situation is. Because again, there are lots of majors, and usually when there a lot of majors come out, it's either particular energy that's going through a huge, magnificent, I want to say, life change, or multiple energies are affected. It could be multiple energies that are working to close out a cycle. And bring about justice. They may be doing this because they know that a particular energy is at the going through the bottom of the wheel. I'm getting just because of off of this depiction of the wheel, it looks almost like I'm getting steampunk or manufactured or something like that, which gives me artificial. So it could be energies. It is sometimes where a case where energies are put in situations that are unjustified or not called for, or it's giving a fabrication of the bottom of the wheel, but it's because energies have collaborated in some way in order to block stability, block creativity, block good news, and I could read it that way, and justice is being had for that. And again, it could be against a particular energy or multiple energies. If we're talking about Hierophant energy, this energy may have misguided multiple energies as well, which ultimately put them at the bottom of the wheel. And so the divine is saying, we're balancing that out for you or for them. Let's see. I am also reading Four Swords in reverse and Three of Pentacles, multiple energies. It could be in a group or collaboration that is sick, okay? And again, however, whatever sickness, whatever form that's coming from or coming in, I meant to say, I think. I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm having a hard time talking about this. Is being blocked. And it could be a Hierophant energy that contributed to some sort of sickness in whatever form that looks like for multiple energies, okay? And they may be in their head about this. But if that's the case, it's known, I feel, or it will be with justice here, and that will be closed out. They will no longer be able to infect, okay? And again, that can be spiritually, religiously, mentally, physically, however. Okay, let's see. Eight of Wands. Upright. Some of you guys may be seeing 888 as well. So there is limited, I meant to say unlimited. So it could be this energy. I was going to say unlimited resources in abundance, but it could be the Hierophant energy or multiple energies that work together that have limited resources themselves, or they have tried to limit resources for other energies. But anyways, so with the Eight of Wands and the Justice, so some sort of fast communication will be, the World, Eight of Wands, and Justice, it will be broadcasted, I feel. It could even be, only take a resonance, it could be newsworthy, or it could be, it could go viral on the internet or something like that. Whatever it is, whatever this pertains to. Also, some of you guys may be seeing communication, quick communication from the justice system. They may actually, Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands and Justice. Some of you guys may be offered, even though the Page of Wands is in reverse, some of you guys may be offered some sort of, with the Ace of Wands. Okay, some of you guys, you may feel like it's bad news when the justice system approaches you or sends some sort of communication. But with with the Ace of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, they may want to actually work with you or another energy. Okay. For others of you guys, it actually may be bad news. Okay. It's about perception. You know, however, wherever you fall in the energy or wherever they fall. But yeah, with the Justice, Eight of Wands, and the Page of Wands in reverse, the other energies may receive communication as well. But that may, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice, it'll just be, even if it is perceived as negative, bad news, I feel it's necessary to balance out the scales and right wrongs. Energies may know this and maybe in their head about it as well with the Eight of Swords. But whatever it is that's being communicated, again, it'll balance out the scales, right wrongs, and then it'll also close out any cycles. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Queen of Cups in reverse. Interesting. I think this is the... Okay, no. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think this is the first court card we have. So Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that may resonate. So this could be feminine energy, but gender doesn't matter, okay? It could be, so a Queen of Cups in reverse would be energy who is most likely, there's an imbalance emotionally, or yeah, they most likely manipulate. There's some insecurity as well. With this blue here, I would say this energy, you know, if they use their throat chakras in a manipulative way, with the cups, they most likely use, again, tears, or they are good with reading energy to manipulate it, okay? So it could be a Queen of Cups energy. I could read it as the Queen of Cups in reverse energy that is going to communicate about something. Maybe they worked with a group. Maybe they have news that is not so good that they want to share. They may be sharing it to a particular energy, or they may actually be speaking it to the justice system because they are going through negative karma, or they want to pay back their karmic debt and close out cycles. This energy may also be sick. And so, you know, that may be a part of their negative karma. Oftentimes, I feel what gets energies moving is when their bodies and vessels are affected, when their homes and family life and children are affected, and when their resources are affected. So that may apply for energy and multiple energies, and so they're wanting to quickly make changes or quickly speak truths. They just may be in their head about it because they know they'll be implicated in some way, however that looks. And they also may be stuck in their head because they may have worked with a Hierophant energy. But if that's the case, I feel with justice in the world, they no longer want to do that. They're closing out a cycle and that contract has ended. Or if it's not a particular Hierophant energy, it's multiple energies that are closing out a cycle. It could be, I could even read the Queen of Cups, yeah, with next to Three of Pentacles. Queen of Cups in reverse and Three of Pentacles could be like a group of people or energies that when I say insecure, you know, and clingy, or just emotionally manipulative or something like that. Yes, it could be that, but it could just be energies who you know, lack self-love or unable to speak their truth in some way, and they were misguided, and they wanted to, you know, people go to leaders and stuff like that because they want to heal, and they want to, you know, move forward and close out cycles and bring about justice, or maybe get out of tough situations or whatever. So I don't read that as like a fault, you know, so, but it's just sometimes you have to be careful with who you're guided by, I guess. I don't know. But in any case, I just say that because it could be multiple energies that that are wanting to speak, and what I just said, you know, go to the justice system, speak, and close out cycles so they can get out from the bottom of the wheel. It doesn't have to be a particular energy, but take what resonates. Either way, though, I feel justice is occurring, and I think the most important part is cycles are closing and lessons are learned, because when that happens, then you don't have to repeat things. Okay. But yeah, justice kind of trumps all energy. At least as far as like, you know. Actually, the world and justice is technically two majors. So I feel it's all intricate, yes, but I'm being drawn to the wheel. So little pieces, you know, you need different what am I trying to say? Like fragments of a clock, okay? You need the different the mechanisms in order to make the machine work in turn. So I feel each piece is important. Must be drawn to this. I don't know why. Whatever this is. It looks like a ruby almost. The name ruby may be significant. Some of you guys may have a ruby or like rubies, or the symbolism of it may be important. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a. I'm not sure. Let's get a traditional. I feel, yeah. Actually, first I'll get a spirit message. I'll just get one. Spirit message, and then I'll get actually a karmic lessons message, and then a traditional. Okay. I don't know why I just feel called to grab one. Message spirit team, thank you. I'll just look at the back. I won't pull multiple ones. Decrease in spiritual rank. Okay, so this may be you know, a part of an energy or multiple energies. I guess negative karma, or with justice here. You know, part of the ruling from spiritual court, I guess, is for energies or multiple energies to have a decrease in rank, especially with the Page of Wands in reverse. You know, energies they may be aware of this and wanting to keep the wheel turning, pay back any debt so they can reclaim, especially with the Hierophant in reverse, you know, reclaim their titles and close out cycles and learn lessons because they feel like, you know, following a particular energy or multiple energies, you know, only brought them negativity in some way and losses in some way. But I said this before, whatever is lost can be regained. So if that's the case, if energies do want to you know, ride back up to the top of the wheel, bring back balance and justice in their life in some way, and also regain their spiritual ranks, then with the 333 your spirit team is here to assist you or them and show them the way. That resonates. Okay, let's get a karmic lesson deck message. Thank you. Okay. Did y'all see that lack of shuffle? And I said, no, don't read this. Okay. I'm gonna move this right here. That's in my way. Okay. Is there any messages, please? Thank you. Okay. Just pull this one out. They're doing readings on YouTube. Okay. Not sure. That's kind of maybe specific. I'm not sure. Some of you guys. Okay, so for some energies, they may be. When I said, you know, they're going to a guru or a particular energy that has a certain wears a certain hat or title, that may be why. And you know, that's understandable if energies are going through a lot of misfortune and stuff like that, or they're just feeling misguided or want some guidance. They may be going to get readings. Whatever readings that they're getting, either is being drawn to this Eight of Swords and this dagger pointing down. They're getting false information. And I don't know if that's, well, yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if that's intentional or not, but with the Hierophant reverse, it could be a false reader who's intentionally misguiding energies. So if that resonates, okay, I would say be careful, just because it's racking up on negative debt. You never want to use your position or misuse it in some way, especially if it pertains to other energies. I've said this also before. We can do what we want with our own lives, but we can't interfere with another, and that includes intentionally misguiding other energies. I feel that's the quickest way to get the divine involved and get the smackdown. Okay, so only take it resonates. So that may be the case, but it could also be energies that are going to get readings, and whatever it is that they're hearing is putting them in their head, maybe causing a little bit of either confusion or just like unsure what to do, because they may be getting information that displeases them in some way, or getting information that will ultimately close out cycles, however it resonates. Okay, let's see on the back. Hamster wheel. Okay. So yeah, I would say this is clarifying the world and the Wheel of Fortune for sure. Again, I said when the world is in reverse, it's constantly doing the same thing over and over, always repeating a cycle, always repeating situations with the same energy or with different energies, but it's the same situation, the same circumstances. So I feel energies are getting kind of fed up, I guess, with that, and so they're wanting to finally learn whatever it is that the divine is trying to teach energies. And again, I feel this is happening on a grand scale, on a human scale. Humanity itself is wanting to evolve past wherever it is that we are, evolve past the matrix, evolve past primitive ways and beings and thinking and stuff like that. And when I say primitive, is I don't say it in an offensive way, just maybe a little bit outdated or something like that. So again, however it resonates, energies may, with the Hierophant reverse, I could read it as energies are no longer wanting to follow, tradition, or follow, certain ways of thinkings and certain ways of beings, especially if they feel it's just kept them in negative circumstances, or kept them in their head, hasn't provided any clarity, or new beginnings, or something like that. So again, only take it resonates. I feel Spirit is just bringing it to the forefront, maybe for energies to consider and think about moving forward, especially when it comes to again, closing out cycles, and maybe as encouragement to keep going, because again, the wheel is always turning. Okay, let's okay, let's get a I'll only pull half the deck of the traditional, and then we'll wrap up with a oracle or something. I'll just pull one, gender fluid. Okay. It's kind of random, but okay. Okay, so that may be specific. I'm not sure. I guess going back to what I just said, about how some energies are maybe not following tradition. And obviously that can relate to orientation and stuff like that. So only take it resonates. It could be an energy, or multiple energies that are wanting to explore their sexuality in some way. They could maybe feel like when I'm speaking on this, it's yes and no. Yes, I'm encouraging energies. It could be looked at, they're encouraging people to leave the church, or just, go against God, and I'm never here to go against people's personal beliefs. But I do feel if an energy is making their own free will and their own choice to go, wherever they're led, then I'm always going to support that, at least on my channel. So that goes for anything, whether someone wants to be more religious or they want to be less religious, whether someone wants to be part of the LGBTQIA plus or they don't, however. So with that being said, and if that's the case, Ace of Wands in the gender fluid in the Hierophant reverse, if an energy is feeling the call to be more authentic, however that may look, I feel then I will always support that and say go after your dreams, or something like that, or go however, you know, however, just be who you are, I guess. With the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, I feel Spirit is saying, you or another energy won't be alone. There are other communities that are better suited for everyone, for all sorts of soul tribes, however that may look, even if it's not traditional, or even if it's deemed, bad in some way or something like that, or unhealed or unhealthy or whatever. So only take what resonates, okay? And I say that because oftentimes energies feel like they don't have anybody to talk to. You know, they are oftentimes stuck in their head, and so I'm always going to be the one to encourage energies to be who they are. You know, no matter what that looks like, as long as it's like, you know, not causing harm to an external energy, or creating an imbalance in some way, then yeah. Okay, let's, oh my gosh, I say that and the polygamy is on the bottom. What is happening? Okay, so, I would say the same applies. And I'm not speaking, this is not my personal beliefs at all. I try to keep that out of the readings if I can, but sometimes I am reading on myself. But in this case, I am not. I personally do not, I would say I fall on the more monogamous side, but I'm aware that other energies that watch me, they may be a part of, again, untraditional communities with the Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant reverse. And so this just may be an identifier, and what I just said still stands. You know, I welcome all energies, as long as there's always truth, again, and there's always authenticity and balance, and free will is not being affected, and there's always transparency and all that good stuff, then I am A-okay. I was trying to set that down correctly, and this is what just slid on out beautifully. Okay, so that may resonate. They may be maybe a part of a specific situation that may be spoken about, or some truths, or I don't know, energies work together, and I feel justice is calling or ringing, maybe. And then also that maybe also contribute to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well. So that what it just showed, the Forged, that also may be an identifier. With the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands in reverse, it could have been some false news that was forged, or information or good news. It was supposed to be good news, and it was forged in whatever way, manipulated in whatever way, which turned the Page of Wands in reverse. Energies may be stuck about their head about this. Most likely because it would have created a new beginning and brought about justice in some way. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I could keep going forever and ever. Okay. Okay, so let's wrap up with a, I don't know why I'm being drawn to Moonology again. Let's see. But I do want to wrap up with a different oracle. So I'll just pull one. I'll pull one Moonology. Spirit messages, please. Just look at the back. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Oh, how interesting. Okay, so some of you guys with Aries, it's energy is ruled by Mars, I want to say. I know I should know my own sign. Okay. But yeah, so there's lots of maybe fire and passion and stuff like that. Even though the Page of Wands in reverse, energies may start to feel, worked up. Okay, yeah, but the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is the beginning, and the Page is like the student of it. But anyway, so energies may start to feel just energetically, not necessarily the need to go to war, but yes, the need to fight for justice, to fight for what's right. And I feel that's okay. That's actually being needed and called for in the collective energy. And again, when we say war, I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm speaking energetically and spiritually, not promoting violence or anything like that. Actually, I feel like that should be the last resort. I feel like we as a human race should have evolved way past that. Okay. But so yeah, so some of you guys just may be called to stand up and step into some sort of I want to say ignite or ignition. Some of you guys may have some issues with your ignition as well. That may resonate. But it may ignite some sort of passion. And if it's not to fight for something or someone, it's just to fight for yourself. Okay? Whatever you feel passionate about, or whatever multiple energies feel passionate about. Okay, so let's see. Full moon in Aries. No, that's the new moon. I got excited. It always takes me forever. Okay, here it is. Okay, so it says, I'll start here. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. Okay. Attuned to the moon, it says be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. And then additional meanings. Being assertive is good, just don't ride don't ride roughshod over anyone. Don't ride roughshod. I don't know what roughshod is. Okay, maybe that resonates with someone. I guess it's saying be assertive, but like don't be overbearing. And then if you're, and that's like as an Aries, that's like a perpetual balance that I am always finding. Okay, if you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, this could be the issue, and you need to have more fun. Okay, so take what resonates. It could be different for everyone. Okay, so let's I want to get one more oracle. I'll do the, what is this? The Mystic, yeah. The Mystical Journey oracle to wrap up. Spirit, is it thinking? Okay. I'll just pull one. I think I'll read this one. Authenticity 13. Okay, which breaks down to a 4. Some of you guys may be seeing some of you guys may be life path 1 or 3 or 4, and some of you guys may be seeing 444 as well. So the divine is here protecting energies as well through this time, especially with the fiery climax approaches. Obviously, like as things change and shift, energies will feel, you know, how they feel, and it's natural to go through emotions and stuff. Maybe some things will pop off. Okay, I don't know, but either way, all energies are protected. The divine has their hand on this, especially again when it comes down to bringing justice and judgment are probably the two main ones where the divine has the most involvement in humanity, I guess, I feel. But yeah, okay, so with authenticity, again, energies may be called to speak their truth or be their truth, be who they are, you know, regardless of whether or not it is accepted by society, by tradition, by elders, by friends, family, lovers, coworkers, however. I feel that's how you naturally draw in your soul tribe anyway. And that's also how the divine and the universe can see you more clearly, or see us more clearly. And the more clearly we're seen, then we can pull in what is our just due, and then also our manifestations and stuff as well. Because if you're sending out false signals, you're gonna get false feedback, I feel. Okay, so let's see. Authenticity. Okay. I'll start here. I said, this card can speak of a yearning to bring more beauty into your life, whether it be through something you create, how you treat others, what you wear, or how you express yourself. This is a card of expansion. Perhaps you've been keeping your talents hidden or hiding your light through fear of not being good enough. Stop minimizing yourself. It is truly your time to show the world your gift. Embrace your uniqueness and wildness and show others who you truly are. I'm getting with the Page of Wands in reverse. A lot of you guys may have talents or desires and sparks and passions that you're into, but you may be afraid of, going against tradition. So this may resonate. It says, if you are authentic and true to yourself, you create a space for others to live authentic lives as well. And then I'm going to skip here. It says, perhaps you have always believed you are not creative and are in awe of artists and their talents. Every human is a creative being, so set aside your doubts and let yourself be who you were always meant to be. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope that was helpful, if not interesting, and I hope you have a good and happy day or night whenever you see this.